എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്നേഹം നിറഞ്ഞ ഓണാശംസകൾ ആദ്യം തന്നെ നേരുന്നു. ഇന്ന് നമ്മോടൊപ്പം മലയാളത്തിലേക്ക് അതിഥിയായി എത്തി മലയാളത്തിലെല്ലാ മലയാളികളുടെയും മനം കവർന്ന പുതിയ നായിക പൂനം ബജ്വ നമ്മോടൊപ്പമുണ്ട്. നമുക്കവരെ സ്നേഹത്തോടെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യാം. വെൽക്കം പൂനം ടു TCV.
Thank you so much.
And now you are not at all a guest in Kerala.
Not really.
Now there is a place in our hearts.
Yes.
In all Keralites' hearts, the film lovers, the film viewers, they are having a place. They have preserved a place for you. And how you could get this place?
I really don't know, but I would just call it good luck actually, because I know out of the whole of South, the Malayalam audience is probably the toughest to impress in terms of be it your acting. You have to have something. You have to be talented.
Yes.
You can't just be. So I was really jittery about my debuting in Malayalam films, but touch wood, things have gone really well, and I'm really happy to be here.
And I think you have acted in Tamil movies, Malayalam, Telugu, and even Kannada also.
Yes.
Then do you prefer to act in Malayalam in the future?
I would love to continue acting. I mean, it's I guess a known fact that pretty much all the bulk of the national awards that happen every year, the bulk of them go to the Malayalam films, be it for the best actor or the best movie or the best directors. So I always knew that in terms of story and content, the scripts are the strongest.
Yeah.
That is one. Two is they are very efficient users of time. So within 1 or 2 months, your
They can complete the shoot.
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really good for you as an artist if you can do it your role in one go. You can actually be in the mood, focus on it.
Yeah.
Because usually with a 3-4 schedule film, you kind of go back. You're back into this different zone. You come back if to. So I love that about the Malayalam films, and hope to continue for a long time.
Yeah. And we also welcome you to
so
our
much.
world, this
Thank you so
Malayalam
much.
filmdom. Then first debuting film also you have got a great chance to act with Mohanlal,
Yes.
the great superstar
Yes.
of Malayalam. And the
Yes.
second film you acted with Mammootty.
Yes.
And now you have just completed with Jairam.
Yeah.
Then how you evaluate or how you think or remember those experience?
It's all I would say is I consider myself very lucky. I know it's not I mean, I didn't know much about Malayalam films, but Mohanlal and Mammootty's names are two names I've been hearing since I was a kid actually.
Yeah.
I've heard of them, even though I didn't know anything about South films, forget Malayalam films. So I knew who they were, and it's an honor to having, I consider myself very lucky to have got to share screen space with them.
Yeah.
And needless to say, I was very nervous on the first day of shooting. But they are both unbelievably down to earth people.
Yeah.
And they are stars, but they don't really act like stars. And I think that's the whole, that's the greatest thing about the Malayalam movie actors.
Yeah.
They'll never, it's all like, they function like a family, the whole
Yes,
unit.
yes.
There's no real difference between the hero and any regular person working for the movie. Everyone really sits together, has lunch, and it's very homely. So that was something I was experiencing for the first time, and I think it's a brilliant way to work.
Then what about the other sets? You were working in both almost all South Indian film fields.
Yes,
No.
yes.
Then how you compare Malayalam to these other film sets?
See, once you get on to do your shooting, it's pretty much the same. A movie is a movie. The only thing different is the medium of language.
That's all.
That's it. That's
Okay.
once you're working, it's the same. Although what I feel is from the 4 of them, I think in Malayalam they prefer the most natural, understated acting. They will never ask you. In fact, there were times when I would kind of overact a little and they would say, we don't want so much. Just be
I
very
see.
natural, how it would happen to you in real life.
Yeah.
So that is one difference I found in Malayalam. The films are very realistic, very, you can relate to it.
Yeah.
You know, you can relate your own life to it. When you
Related to
see-
life, yeah.
Yes, when you see a movie, you really don't feel you're seeing stars or, you know, actors in it. They all look very real. You feel like you might have met them somewhere.
Exaggerations and overacting is not there
It's
in
not
Malayalam.
there at all.
Yeah.
So everything, your makeup, your costumes, your performance, it's all very realistic.
Yeah.
That is the biggest difference I would say between Malayalam and any other movie industry.
Do you have a desire to get a national award or a state award or something?
No, I don't have such big dreams as of now. I mean, who would not want to get? If I knew there was a
Yeah,
chance,
almost
I would.
everyone will be having
I would
a desire.
definitely want
Yeah.
it, but I have seen the kind of actors that the Malayalam industry
Yeah.
has, and it will take me some time to, I think, even begin to compare myself to them. Forget thinking of winning the national award, because they have some very brilliant actors.
Yeah.
And I love the industry, I love working here, but my biggest disadvantage being I can't still speak Malayalam.
Yeah.
So I think as an actor, it's important to think in the language.
Yes.
So I think the day I start thinking in Malayalam, yeah, I can say, yeah, okay,
Simply you can have the expressions also.
that's it. I'll say, okay, now
Yeah.
I want the national award, give it
Yeah.
to.
You can really involve in it.
Yes, exactly. Now
That's-
I'm still trying to understand. It's like a
Yeah.
second or third language to me.
Yeah. Then what about Tamil and other languages?
Telugu I can understand. I really can't speak. Tamil I can speak a little bit.
Okay.
For some reason I picked it up quickly because I did 4 or 5 films back to back. So doing the dialogues every day, I
Yeah.
picked up basic Tamil.
But you have now nearly 4 films completed in Malayalam, no?
Yes.
Then what about speaking in Malayalam? Few words for us.
Oh, it's very tough. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I can just about manage this very basic. I'll just say kurchu madiyu. That's all.
Okay.
1-2 words I'll know.
Okay.
More than that, if there's something I won't understand.
And then why you didn't try it, or why you are not appearing in Bollywood films?
I haven't really kind of pursued it with full interest, I would say, actually, because it's been 6 years since I've been in the South movies, and for whatever reason, I'm really content working here. I love the fact that I come here, finish my work, go back to Pune where I live, and there no one really knows I'm an actor or
Yeah.
anything. So I have a very normal life. I hang out with my old school friends who really treat me the same. They don't really think any different because I'm an actress or something. And so I have my privacy there. And I come to South, I shoot films, and here it's a very different
Yeah.
life that I have. So it's a very nice balance. So I really never felt the need to, go to Bombay and move there and start meeting people. I mean, it might happen someday. I'm not saying I won't do it, but I really don't think it's any bigger or better than what I'm doing in the South.
And what about living as an actress? Do you feel any discomfort in Kerala or other South states?
Not at all.
No.
You won't believe it. This is my first trip to Thrissur, and there is, I think, some mall here.
Yeah,
close by.
city center. is it?
City Center
Yeah.
Mall. I have been there like 5 or 6 times with one of the girls. We would go at 6:37. Peak hours, there is so much rush.
Yeah.
Most people didn't recognize, some recognized. They're very polite. They'll come say, "Can we take a picture?" I said, "Okay, that's it." They'll come that over an autograph, and I was, most of the time, okay, these girls come, but I'm pretty much alone. I would keep walking in the departmental store, some clothes shop, checking earrings and all, but I'm so comfortable. I didn't feel,
Any
I didn't feel, I
distress
didn't
or
feel awkward at all.
Okay.
They were looking, they recognized, but they were very polite.
And, do you have any ambition to act in a particular director's film in Malayalam, or Ranjit or Blissy, like that directors? Do you know them, or what do you
I've
think
heard
about
of them.
them?
I've
Yeah.
heard of them. I've heard of some films. I've not really watched Malayalam films, honestly. I've not watched actually any language films,
Okay.
except for I think Tamil. My first film, the director gave me a reference where he wanted me to be in this sad pathos kind of mood, and I was just laughing the whole day. So he gave me a CD, I think, of Parthiviran or something. He said, "Get into the mood," That was the only time I have taken effort to see a film to prepare for some scene, really. But normally I don't really watch those many movies, even though I act in films.
Okay.
And so I've heard of these directors, and I would more than love to work with them.
Yeah.
But my only criteria, actually, when I'm doing a film is I do not want to get typecast into a certain role.
Yeah.
You know, where you, the thing is, you do 2-3 films in a homely get up and they say, okay, no, she's a homely heroine, this is glamour heroine, and there is nothing in between. Then you're slotted for the next X number of films or years as a homely heroine or a glamour heroine. So I don't want that slotting. So all I pray for and do is something different from what I've done before.
Yeah.
So initially, you know, the thought was that no, only if you're without makeup in a cotton saree doing very serious roles, you're an actor. But I think it's equally difficult being glamorous and dancing, and you know, that is a different kind of hard work.
And to act in a campus film also, it has also its own difference and
so I want to do both. I want to do whatever there is that a heroine can experiment with. I do not want to slot myself into one particular genre. That's my only criteria, really.
Then how you came to the filmdom? I think you were modeling for TV ads and
yes,
also.
very small time, honestly. I was studying and I finished my 10, new in college, so I took part in these local pageants that were happening in Pune. I won 2 or 3 of them, and then got my portfolio done. And my parents were pretty encouraging, and they really didn't stop me from doing anything. So I started doing these little ads. And it was excellent pocket money for a student. You know, your initial, when you get your modeling payment, you know, you can go shopping and you don't have to ask your father or. So that's how it started. And I'd come to Hyderabad for it was a fashion show or something. And I happened to meet a PRO there who told me about Telugu films. And honestly, initially I was very scared, really. You hear all kinds of things when you're not from the film background, and lots of people telling your parents, why are you putting your daughter in this line? And, you know, so it was very.
They're scared about it.
They're scared. They're more. It's more about safety. Is it safe? Is it okay?
Yeah, we should be watchful and careful.
Yeah, alert. How are the people? And but I think first 2 schedules my mom came and she saw that everyone was very polite, very well behaved, very friendly. They'll make you comfortable. In fact, I think one schedule when she didn't come, they said, "Oh, why hasn't your mother come? How will you be alone?" And so it was very nice, and I think once I'd finished my first film, they were very comfortable.
And now also your parents accompanying you to the locations and
not
all?
Always, sometimes. They're very, they're very sure about it being safe. Even here, my mother came for the first. She left 4 or 5 days back, but she wasn't worried how I'll stay alone. She was okay.
Then what about the Sicari, and how was that experience? It was a bilingual film.
Bilingual, very
and
different.
2 double roles.
Yes, very different script. We knew it was not very commercially viable because it was a very different attempt.
But it was a success in Karnataka, no?
Yes, it did very well.
It completed 100 days, I think.
Yes, it's done very well in Kannada. So that was my first. It was my second Kannada film. My first Kannada film, I had, I think, 6 or 8 scenes and 4 songs.
I see.
It was as small as that. This one, I had no idea what I was getting into till I signed the film and met the I met the director. He had sent me a script in English which was just half page, saying it's about a book and this and that. And once we met at Bangalore airport, I remember, because I came here and then I went back, I couldn't meet him. Once I met him, he was, I was dressed in modern clothes, in jeans, and so he was looking like this and he was looking very unsure. He said, will you be able to do it? And I was not understanding why is he so unsure. Once I went on the sets, I realized it is going to be a lot of hard work for that whole 2 schedules, because it's not a joke doing a bilingual. And this role had lot of dialogue. Unlike other films where you have expressions but the dialogues are kind of glued in cuts and all. Here I had lot of dialogue, lot of role. I'm there in every scene or every alternate scene. And I am opposite the Mr. Mammootty that I've heard about.
Definitely.
And I think it was just before the National Awards and he was nominated for 2 films that year. Kutish Rank and one more. Yes. So I knew all that, and then they did the looks, and so we would do one scene in Kannada, then again they would get the Malayalam sheet and we would do the whole thing in Malayalam. And it was, first 2-3 days I was terrified. First day I did okay, second day Mamuka joined the sets. And we were doing a suggestion shot, and I remember if I looked at his eyes, I couldn't say the dialogue. I was so conscious of talking in Malayalam. And he was very, I think he's used to working with heroines who can't speak Malayalam.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So
Yeah.
initially you wonder, how will they, but they're very cooperative, and it progressed very well. And
Did you face any difficulties in attempting this double role?
yes, you have to.
Because the life of years back, you have to bring
Yes,
into
that body language that I think women then had many more in
Mannerisms
Hindi there's
and-
this word called adaएं.
Yeah.
That very, very pretty, beautiful way of kind of looking, expressing body language
Yes,
and all.
yes.
Which nowadays, for whatever reason, I think girls are just, they're much more,
Changed.
it's very casual.
Yeah.
The body language is very casual. Mine is almost like a tomboy. So I had to become this very ladylike person for being Renuka, that's a character. Nandita was again, it was an Indian look, but little very subtle differences. So at times when you're shooting both the get-ups in the same day, it's you need to focus really to get into this other characters.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was doing that for
Lot
the
of
first
hard work and homework preparations.
yeah, actually.
Mentally, you will have to prepare a lot.
That mental preparation, that you're right about that.
Yeah.
That is the crux of doing a double role. But I think once I finished, when I started, the director was so uneasy because I think they had a huge problem with casting for that role.
Yes.
Once we finished, I remember he came with the cameraman to speak to me, and he said, "We can't imagine who else could have done this role." And that was like the hugest compliment for me. And I think they had kept 3 or 4 days extra, assuming I would have problem shooting.
Yeah.
But we finished within time, so
Okay.
all went well with that.
Then what about the latestly completed film, this Jairam film, Mandrikan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mandrikan is a horror comedy film, and we had a lot of fun shooting for the film.
And what is your role in that?
This is a very modern city girl.
Okay.
Okay, I'm wearing all Western outfits in this. She's very cool, ambitious, that kind of thing. Not the regular shy, homely characters that I've played before. And
A typical modern girl.
typical modern girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's this very funny track in the film. So we had a lot of fun shooting for it.
Okay. And I think we can wind up here.
Yeah.
Before that, you have a chance, a golden chance,
Okay.
to speak something from your part to the viewers.
Well, nothing. I would just want to thank all of you for your continued support and love, and for that little space in your heart, as you said, that you will have for me. Please keep that and
Expand it.
expand it. Actually, I hope it occupies all of your heart. And well, thank you so much, and God bless.
Okay, thank you so much on behalf of. I'm also expressing my gratitude on behalf of the viewers.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming this show. May God bless you, and may God bless you with lot of chances and lot of awards also.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
അപ്പോൾ എന്തായാലും നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ പൂനം ഭജ്വ ആയിരുന്നു ഇത്രയും സമയം. ഒരുപാട് വിശേഷങ്ങൾ അവർ പറഞ്ഞു. ഇനിയും അവർക്ക് നല്ല ഒരുപാട് ചിത്രങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാകട്ടെ. മലയാളികളുടെയും മാലോകരുടെയും ഒക്കെ മനസ്സിൽ നിറയുന്ന നല്ല സിനിമകൾ ഉണ്ടാകട്ടെ എന്ന് നമുക്ക് ആശംസിക്കാം.
അരികെ നിന്നാലും അറി